You might look like a skilled rider, but these 9 subtle mistakes can instantly make you look careless, inexperienced, and even dangerous on the road. The worst part? Most riders don't even realize they're doing them. These aren't the obvious rookie errors. These are the habits that feel harmless, but silently wreck your reputation and your safety. In this countdown, we'll expose 9 mistakes that separate sharp riders from the ones everyone avoids. Number 9. Riding in the center of the lane. Sitting or riding dead center in a lane may seem natural, but it's actually unsafe. The road's painted center line collects oil and slippery residue from other vehicles, reducing traction. Riding in the middle also blocks your view of traffic ahead. Worse, if you stop at a red light in the center of the lane, drivers behind may not expect it and can easily rear-end you. By contrast, experienced riders use a blocking position slightly to one side of the center. This gives better sight lines and discourages others from squeezing past. How to fix it? When riding, shift slightly left of center if cars park on the right, or slightly right of center if not. This blocking position lets you see around vehicles and avoids painted oils. When stopped, position your bike to the left or right of the middle line so you're out of the most slippery path and more visible. Number 8. Wearing earbuds or headphones while riding. Listening to music through earbuds or headphones may feel fun, but it's a hidden hazard. Road safety experts strongly advise against covering your ears on a bike. Using earbuds blocks important sounds like car horns, sirens, engine noise, and even wind noise that warns you about speed, all of which alert you to danger. In fact, safety organizations explicitly recommend not using earbuds or headphones when riding. You might think you can multitask, but studies show that any auditory distraction can seriously impair your awareness. How to fix it? Use a motorcycle-appropriate audio solution instead. Install a Bluetooth helmet comm system or helmet-mounted speakers designed for riding at a safe volume. These allow you to hear ambient traffic and emergency sirens. Always leave at least one ear open. This greatly reduces your risk as unwanted distractions are removed, but critical sounds remain audible. Number 7. Accelerating too early through turns. Many riders open the throttle too aggressively before exiting a curve, which can lead to dangerous wide drifts. When you gun the throttle too soon in a turn, the bike's weight shifts and the rear tire tries to straighten out, pushing you toward the outside of the curve. For example, in a left-hand bend, this causes the bike to drift right. In a right-hand bend, it drifts left. This mistake is especially risky on loose or wet pavement where even a small slip of the throttle can break traction. How to fix it? Approach each turn with a controlled speed. Brake and set your speed before leaning in so you don't need heavy braking or sudden power in the middle of the curve. Only ease on the throttle after you've passed the apex of the turn and see the road straightening out. This keeps the motorcycle more upright while accelerating, maintaining grip. In short, plan your speed ahead, then smoothly roll on the gas during and after the turn, not before. Number 6, fixating on hazards instead of looking through the turn. It might sound obvious, but many riders stare at problems instead of looking where they want to go. This is called target fixation. Say there's a pothole or a branch on the road. If you lock your eyes on it, your bike will naturally drift toward that spot. In motorcycle training, you always hear, "Look where you want to go." A rider focusing on a 1-foot wide pole is far more likely to hit it than someone looking down the road. In fact, experts explain that this is why bikers crash. Nervous riders panic, fixate on a guardrail or object, and end up steering into it. How to fix it? Train yourself to scan ahead, not at immediate obstacles. Keep your gaze up and look well beyond the front wheel, toward your exit point in the turn or the next clear path. Imagine a series of dots on the road ahead and practice looking from one to the next. Remember the mantra, see everything, look at nothing. In a high-pressure moment, consciously force your eyes to glide past the hazard. Over time, this habit prevents you from unwittingly steering into what you don't want to hit. Number 5, skimping on protective gear. Another mistake is thinking, I only need a helmet, and skipping the rest of the gear. This not only raises safety risks, it also signals recklessness. Protective jackets, pants, and gloves literally lower your injury risk. Research shows that riders wearing full gear have far fewer and less severe injuries and crashes. For example, one study found a 21% lower risk of hospitalization with a jacket, 51% lower with proper pants, and 59% lower with gloves. In other words, not wearing your gear isn't just unsafe, it's looking like a lazy rider who doesn't care about consequences. How to fix it? Gear up every time. Wear a jacket and pants made of abrasion-resistant material, along with gloves and sturdy boots. Even on short rides, the right gear protects you from the unexpected. As one riding expert puts it, the less we wear, the more we increase our risk. So invest in high-visibility armored gear. Besides safety, good gear can also have reflective panels or bright colors to make you stand out to drivers. Number 4, wearing all black or non-reflective clothing. Even if you wear armor, wearing dull or dark gear makes you blend into the road. Other drivers often fail to notice motorcycles until it's too late. Accident studies emphasize visibility. Wearing bright colors and reflective material dramatically increases how early drivers spot you. In fact, safety guides urge riders to use high-visibility gear, bright jackets, helmets, or vests, instead of only black leather. Failing to do this makes you practically invisible, which is both dangerous and marks you as an inexperienced rider. How to fix it? Add reflectors and bright colors to your outfit. Choose a fluorescent or white helmet and consider a neon vest or reflective tape on your jacket. Position any auxiliary lights on your bike for better presence. Even something as simple as a brightly colored shirt under your jacket or reflective stickers can make you stand out. Remember, being seen is half the battle on the road. Number 3, not scanning the road ahead. Relying only on your immediate view, like the bumper of the car ahead, is a mistake. A top riding instructor emphasizes that vision is the most critical skill on a bike, yet many riders look only a few feet in front or ignore intersecting traffic. The hardest moments are often intersections and curves where failing to look far ahead causes problems. If you don't constantly scan left, right, and far ahead, you'll miss brake lights, side traffic, or road debris until the last second. How to fix it? Make scanning a habit. Keep your eyes moving. Check mirrors and cross streets regularly, even in clear weather. Look well beyond the next vehicle so you can spot brake lights or hazards early. For example, when approaching an intersection, glance left and right to anticipate turning cars. Always ride at a pace where your sight distance exceeds your stopping distance. This improved scanning gives you extra time to react and shows you're alert exactly what a skilled rider does. Number 2, overlooking road hazards. Closely related to scanning is the failure to predict what others will do. Riders often make the mistake of trusting that other drivers will behave sensibly, but in reality, you must constantly anticipate danger. In motorcycle training, this is called making predictions with the information you see. For instance, if a parked car has its wheels turned out, anticipate it might pull out. If a car ahead drifts toward your lane, predict it might cross paths. Not analyzing these clues is a big error. How to fix it? Always have a plan B. Ask yourself what-if questions. What if that stopped car suddenly turns right? What if the cyclist up ahead swerves? By mentally rehearsing potential actions of others, you're less likely to be caught off guard. This means keeping an extra space cushion, covering your clutch and brakes near dense traffic, and slowing down a bit when uncertainty is high. In short, riding defensively and predicting hazards is key to looking like a prepared, good rider. Number 1, riding beyond your skill and comfort zone. The biggest mistake is thinking you're better than you are. Many riders overestimate their abilities, taking risks that exceed their skill level. This overconfidence shows up as late braking, high speed in corners, or aggressive maneuvers. Even experienced riders can fall into this trap on familiar roads. Over time, fatigue or lapses in concentration can turn those small risks into crashes. According to riding experts, the key is to know your risk offset, the difference between what you attempt and what you can safely handle. Failing to do so makes you look reckless. How to fix it? Be honest about your limits. Stick to speeds and maneuvers that you can handle confidently. Practice emergency braking and cornering in a safe area or advanced training course to build real skills. When you feel invincible, remind yourself, even veteran riders get into trouble by pushing too hard. Adopt a mindset of continuous learning and respect for the machine and road. By staying humble and riding within your skill range, you'll not only be safer, but also look like a competent, professional rider. Each of these mistakes may seem small or even acceptable at first, but they can accumulate to make you look like a bad rider, and more importantly, put you at risk. By adjusting your lane position, listening only to appropriate alerts, smoothing out throttle inputs, looking far ahead, wearing proper gear and high-vis clothing, and riding within your limits, you'll instantly appear and be a more skilled and conscientious rider.